Hollywood seems to have finally rubbed off on Prince Harry as he tried his hand at acting for the first time in a comedy sketch. The Duke of Sussex has been videoed getting a fake tattoo by the American country artist Jelly Roll in a new skit to promote the Invictus Games. Captured in the East Side Ink studio in New York, the Duke is seen shouting as he appears to be given a neck tattoo by the rapper and singer in exchange for a performance at the closing ceremony of the Games. The sketch has been filmed as an attention grab and part of the promotional build-up to the sporting competition for wounded veterans being held in Canada next February. But it might not have had the reaction the Prince had hoped for. Fans were quick to point out on social media that Jelly Roll was the wrong choice, as he's been seen to be friendly with the American President-elect Donald Trump. The singer, who has spent time in jail and is therefore unable to vote in elections, actually refused to endorse any candidates for 2024, but has been seen to be on friendly terms with Trump previously. The comedy sketch marks a different approach to the usual engagements that would pepper the build-up to the Games, and shows Prince Harry employing a new advertising tactic to engage directly with a younger audience. And while a pretend tattoo comedic prank seems a very long way from anything likely to be published by the royal palaces, it's clearly been devised as a social media-friendly approach to advertising. The light-hearted video and Instagram format is both more palatable for Gen Z and portrays Harry in a more personable way, in the hopes of bringing new eyeballs to the Games next year. The new video is also not the first time the Duke has agreed to take part in a sketch, after he was filmed screaming and running through Jimmy Fallon's haunted maze on his late-night talk show in September. And while his appearance with Fallon rounded off a week of high-profile engagements and important charitable speeches on a lighter note, this new skit has been devised as the right way to announce the first headliner for the Invictus closing ceremony.
We're giving you a tattoo about the Invictus Games. Right?
No, I came here to ask you to do the Invictus Games. There's no tattoo in this. I can't get a tattoo.
I'll play the Invictus Games. You just let me give you your first tattoo.
You give me a tattoo, and then you come and play the Invictus Games.
That easy of a deal.
All right, screw it. Let's go. Let's do it.
Immediately following its publication, people chimed in to comment on Harry's acting skills, and some did praise the new approach to marketing, saying they found it enjoyable to watch him out of his element like that. And while one of the oldest tattoo parlors in New York may not seem like the most natural venue to find a member of the British royal family, it is in keeping with the Duke's new transatlantic way of doing things. And actually, the efficacy of a sketch like this may not be too dissimilar from the way things have been done at home in the past. Harry may have taken inspiration from his late grandmother, who famously agreed to play herself in a comedic skit of her having afternoon tea with Paddington Bear in Windsor Castle.
Thank you for having me.
The sketch, which was released on the occasion of her Platinum Jubilee, featured the late Queen enthralling audiences worldwide with her ability to act on screen. The top secret video, which was released just a few months before her death in September 2022, touched the hearts of so many people that thousands were moved to leave tributes of teddy bears and jars of marmalade outside royal residences. So Harry may have learned a thing or two about the powerful effects a good comedy sketch can have for the popularity of the royals and their causes. And there is no cause more important to him to bolster than the Games, taking place in Vancouver and Whistler for 2025. It is the initiative of which Harry remains the most proud and connected to from his time as a working royal, and the promotional content for it has been amped up significantly as we near the starting date. He has been travelling to mark the occasion, including recently going back to Vancouver to promote the first ever Winter Games with students at the Seaforth Armoury, following a trip last February with Meghan. Making a speech after meeting with the school children, Harry vowed to bring the spirit of the Invictus Games into schools worldwide. He told all of the people involved in the event that they were invited to the opening ceremony of next year's Games, which he said was one of his personal highlights of the sporting event for sick and injured military personnel. Since the inaugural Invictus Games in London in 2014, the event has been held in Orlando, Toronto, Sydney, The Hague, and Dusseldorf. The next event, being held in July 2027, will be hosted in Birmingham, marking its first return to the UK after the city beat competition from Washington, D.C. to win a closely fought bid. And while Harry's turn to acting may not have been the glamorous Hollywood event that we might have expected from him.
Thank you for your time. I'll see you in Vancouver, Prince.
Serious?
I'll be there. Appreciate you.
Oh, shit. shit.
It remains to be seen whether the fake tattoo will be effective in bringing new fans to the games next year. Royal Insight is a fortnightly video output by The Telegraph, where we give you our insider knowledge and analysis of the main royal stories. If you have any topics you'd like us to cover, please let us know in the comment section below and visit our website for more royal content, news and analysis.